Let's talk about global challenges. Problems so big they affect everyone, everywhere. These are the kinds of issues that don't stop at borders or care about where you live. They're shared by all of us, no matter our background, language, or culture. These aren't just local issues, they cross borders and impact people from Tokyo to rural Kenya. Whether you live in a busy city or a quiet village, global challenges shape your life in ways you might not even realize. Global challenges include things like climate change, poverty, and inequality. These are problems that threaten our environment, our health, and our sense of fairness in the world. They shape the jobs we'll have, the food we eat, and the stability of our societies. The effects can be seen in the work people do, the food on our tables, and even the safety and security of our communities. Why should you care? Because this is the world you're inheriting. The choices made today will shape the opportunities and challenges you'll face tomorrow. Imagine the world as a giant Jenga tower. Each block is a community or resource. Every piece is important, and the tower stands only if all the blocks are strong and balanced. When a global challenge pulls out a key block, the whole tower wobbles, even at the top. One weak spot can threaten the stability of everything else, no matter how far away it seems. A drought in one country can raise food prices in another. A financial crisis can ripple worldwide. The world is more connected than ever, so what happens in one place can quickly affect people everywhere. We're all connected in this tower. Our actions, big or small, can have an impact far beyond what we see in our daily lives. Talking about these problems is the first step to solving them. When we start conversations, we open the door to new ideas and solutions. It can feel overwhelming, but knowledge is power. The more you learn, the more prepared you are to make a difference, no matter how big the problem seems. When we understand a problem, we can start to find solutions. Working together, we can break down even the toughest challenges into steps we can actually take. This isn't about memorizing sad facts. It's about preparing to build a better, more stable world. Every action, no matter how small, can help strengthen the tower for everyone. Your life is linked to people you'll never meet, and your actions matter. Even a single voice or idea can spark change across the globe. The big picture? We're all in this together. No one is alone in facing these challenges, and together we're stronger. So let's get ready to tackle these challenges head on. It starts with learning, caring, and working together as a team. The future depends on what we do now. Every step you take today helps shape a better tomorrow for everyone. Let's start building a stronger, fairer Jenga tower for everyone. Together we can create a world that's more resilient, more just, and full of hope for the future. Climate change. Our planet is heating up fast. The atmosphere acts like a blanket, trapping heat. But burning fossil fuels has made that blanket too thick. Result? Rising global temperatures, melting ice, and extreme weather everywhere. Hurricanes, droughts, floods. These aren't just headlines, they're real threats to millions. Sea levels are rising, endangering coastal cities from Miami to Bangladesh. Nature is in chaos. Coral reefs are dying, animals are struggling to adapt, and food webs are breaking down. Climate change isn't a future problem, it's happening now. It affects how we get energy, grow food, and live our lives. The evidence is overwhelming, and the stakes couldn't be higher. This is one of humanity's biggest, most urgent challenges. Poverty isn't just about money, it's about lacking the basics that so many of us take for granted every day. It's the absence of security, the constant worry about how to meet your most fundamental needs. Food, clean water, safe shelter, access to healthcare, and the chance to get an education. These are the building blocks of a stable life, yet for billions, they remain out of reach. Extreme poverty means surviving on less than a few dollars a day, a harsh reality faced by hundreds of millions worldwide. Every day is a struggle to make ends meet, to put food on the table, and to keep hope alive. Children born into poverty face malnutrition, disease, and limited education, trapping families in a cycle that's hard to break. Without proper nutrition and healthcare, their futures are at risk before they even begin. Poverty creates instability and can fuel conflict and unrest, as communities struggle with inadequate infrastructure and limited opportunities. The effects ripple out, impacting entire societies. It's not just a problem in developing countries, even wealthy nations have millions struggling to get by. Poverty wears many faces, and it can be found in every corner of the globe. The face of poverty changes, but the experience of scarcity and stress is universal. It affects young and old, families and individuals regardless of background. Here's the good news. Over the last 30 years, extreme poverty has been cut by more than half. Progress is possible, and lives are being transformed through education, innovation, and community support. But setbacks like pandemics, natural disasters, and climate change remind us the fight isn't over. New challenges can quickly undo years of hard-won progress. Solving poverty is about more than charity. It's about creating opportunity, restoring dignity, and empowering people to break the cycle for good. It means investing in people and their potential. The world has made progress, but there's still work to do. Every step forward matters, and every effort counts. The challenge continues, but so does the hope for a better future. Inequality is about the gap between rich and poor, how resources and opportunities are shared or sometimes withheld. In a world overflowing with wealth and innovation, it's striking how unevenly these benefits are distributed. The divide isn't just about money, it's about who gets a chance to thrive and who is left struggling to get by. A few billionaires own as much as half the world's population. That's a huge problem, because it means that while some people have more than they could ever need, billions are fighting for basic necessities. This extreme concentration of wealth creates a world where opportunity is out of reach for many. High inequality slows economic growth, erodes trust, and fuels frustration and instability. When people feel left behind, societies become divided and unrest grows. It's not just an economic issue, it's a social one too. Where you're born, your gender, or your race can shape your future more than your talent or effort. These barriers can block access to education, jobs, and even basic rights, making it hard for people to break the cycle of poverty. Opportunity gaps start early. Wealthy kids get better schools and healthcare while others are left behind. These early disadvantages can last a lifetime, affecting health, income, and even life expectancy. Inequality isn't just about money, it's about power and voice. Those with more resources often have more influence over decisions that affect everyone. When wealth concentrates, so does political influence, making the system feel rigged. This can lead to policies that favor the few while the needs of the many go unheard. This isn't just unfair, it wastes human potential. When people are denied opportunities, society loses out on their ideas, talents, and contributions. Tackling inequality means more than redistributing wealth. It's about fairness, access, and making sure everyone's voice counts. It's about building a society where everyone can participate and succeed. We need systems where everyone has a real shot at a good life, no matter where they start. That means investing in education, healthcare, and fair wages for all. The rules should be fair for all, not just the privileged few. Justice and opportunity must be available to everyone, not just those at the top. Inequality is a challenge we can't ignore. It affects every part of society, from our economies to our communities and our sense of what's right. It's time to close the gap, so that everyone, everywhere, has the chance to live with dignity and hope. Global challenges don't exist in isolation, they're tangled together. Climate change, poverty, and inequality constantly influence each other. For example, a farmer in poverty hit by drought from climate change may lose everything, deepening poverty and forcing choices that worsen the environment. Inequality makes it harder to fight climate change, since the wealthy can adapt while the poor suffer most. Solutions in one area can create problems in another, like clearing forests for biofuels, which can increase poverty and food insecurity. That's why we need systems thinking, looking at the whole web, not just one thread. The goal? Find solutions that create positive ripple effects, helping multiple problems at once. Every action has consequences, so we must be smart and strategic. Global challenges are interconnected, and so are their solutions. We can't solve one without considering the others. It's a complex puzzle, but understanding the links is key. Let's think big and think together. How do we tackle climate change? Two main strategies: mitigation and adaptation. Mitigation means cutting greenhouse gas emissions, switching from fossil fuels to clean energy like solar and wind. Energy efficiency is key: use less, waste less. Protecting forests helps absorb carbon and preserves biodiversity. Adaptation means preparing for changes already happening, like building seawalls or developing drought-resistant crops. Both strategies require investment, innovation, and global cooperation. No solution is perfect. Renewables need land and materials, adaptation is expensive, and the poorest need help most. International agreements like the Paris Agreement set targets and encourage countries to work together. It's a tough, ongoing process, but it's the only way forward. Every action counts, from policy to personal choices. The future depends on what we do now. Fighting poverty and inequality starts with investing in people. Education and healthcare are game changers. Educated, healthy people have more opportunities and can break the cycle of poverty. Inclusive economic growth, supporting small businesses, fair labor laws, and social safety nets helps everyone, not just the wealthy. Progressive taxation means those who earn more contribute more, funding services that benefit all. Empowering women and marginalized groups creates ripple effects of progress. Tackling discrimination and ensuring equal rights is fundamental. These solutions aren't easy. Change takes time, money, and political will. Global cooperation and smart policies are essential. Aid can help, but it must empower, not create dependency. The fight against poverty and inequality is ongoing, but we know what works. Together we can build a fairer world. The world's problems are complex. There are no simple answers. Your best tool? Critical thinking. Ask questions. Who benefits? Who might be harmed? What are the unintended consequences? Look for evidence, check sources, and listen to different perspectives. Be comfortable with uncertainty. Solutions have pros and cons, and smart people can disagree. Recognize your own biases and try to see through other people's eyes. Engage with different opinions to understand, not just to argue. Empathy and open-mindedness are essential for solving global challenges. The more you question and analyze, the stronger your mind becomes. Critical thinking isn't just a skill, it's your superpower for changing the world. Use it every day. We've explored the world's biggest challenges. Now what? It's easy to feel small, but remember, every big change starts with individual actions. History is shaped by millions of people making choices, not just a few famous names. You don't need all the answers, just start by being curious and paying attention. Use your critical thinking, have conversations, and spread ideas. Your daily choices, what you buy, eat, how you treat others, create ripples of change. Get involved, join a club, volunteer, or speak up for what matters. Your voice and energy are needed. The future isn't written yet, you're one of its authors. The challenges are huge, but so is our capacity for creativity and compassion. Building a better world is tough, but it's the most meaningful work there is. Stay informed, stay engaged, and don't lose hope. You are part of the solution. Every action matters. Let's build the future together.